Fast and the Furious 5.
Action!
Look who's back in the driver's seat.
3, 2, 1, go!
And look who's back in the action.
Action!
10 years after they made the original, the gang's all here for Fast and Furious 5.
There was never a more appropriate time. We started this leg of the trilogy with Fast and Furious, the 4th installment. The studio and I and Justin and Neil Moritz were all kind of dreaming at first that we could create a new trilogy. And we started it with Fast and Furious in 2009.
So I see you've all met.
So what's this all about, Dom?
Yeah, man, why'd you drag us halfway around the world?
Because we got a job.
The film, however, has a somber element to it. We wanted to do a 180, bring in all these elements of levity, and make it super fun.
As a stealth mission, we'll be in and out before they even know we were there.
We're talking about breaking into a police station.
This is crazy. This is $100 million.
You say what? I'm down.
We did that by bringing back the whole cast and having them all work together as one family, as one team.
Hey, Ron, what took you so long? I thought for sure you'd be showing up with some chrome spinners or something.
Real funny.
The guy's happier than he's ever been. He's living more free, and I think he's far looser now than ever. You know, he's with the people he loves. He's with the guy that he sees as a brother / maybe even father figure, because he never had that. And, you know, the girl of his dreams. So he's floating through the midst of, you know, in the face of all this crazy stuff that's going on. He's just like, he's on a cloud at the same time. He's in a very happy place.
I got 100,000 says I can take you all to the next quarter mile.
Yeah, your broke ass has got 100 grand.
We pull off this job, I will. The next 2 lights, 100,000.
Now it's all about family. That's one of the things that I think speaks to our audience so much. That aside from the fact that we've gone to a new level of action, aside from the fact that this film is more adrenaline pumped than any Fast we've ever seen.
If we don't pull this job off, we're probably dead anyway. Let's make it $1 million.
I like that. All right, $1 million quarter mile.
At the same time, it continues its loyalty to family. It's such an important element of this film, and it's so rare in Hollywood action films to feel that element so prevalent throughout the whole picture, but that's what this is.
Only live once. Let's do it.
What do you say, Don?
Talking or we racing?
Don't cheat this time.
Gotta let that go. How often do you see an action movie where 2 guys are talking about fatherhood, or the female character is pregnant and you have to deal with that, and it's your sister, and it's your best friend's kid? I mean, all those things play into this really, really, really cool Fast and Furious.
Well, the plan's working. You guys have every corrupt cop in Rio on your tail. You guys have to move fast.
Fast and Furious 5 is not all talk and no action. And the action looks real because it is real.
Spikes to hit, Don. We got spikes.
We're going right.
We've seen CG this and CG that, and I remember when it first came around, the computer-generated stuff was pretty wicked because we were like going, wow. But then I feel like for the longest time we saw so much of it, after a while you're just like, oh, really? You may as well just be watching an animated movie, you know?
It's very real. When you shoot a lot of this practical, the cars get destroyed. If we had done it all in CG, we wouldn't have had to worry about the cars, but we would have lost something that the audience feels when they watch the movie.
Cars get wrecked, and so do the actors. And yes, that is Dwayne Johnson joining this cast.
Is all of this really necessary to apprehend two men?
One's a former federal officer, spent 5 years in deep cover. The other one's a professional criminal, escaped prison twice. We find them, we take them as a team, and we bring them back. And above all else, we don't ever, ever let them get into cars.
Couldn't have dreamed of a better Hobbs character. We initially designed the role for Tommy Lee Jones. And one of my fans on Facebook, Jan Kelly, said, I would love to see you and The Rock in anything together. Great job. When this film came out, the last Fast and Furious came out in 2009 in April. The only person to call me after the 72.5 opening weekend was Dwayne Johnson. That way we get both best of both worlds. We get to the zone that he wants to get to. Struggle. Boom. But that last little check. Yeah. And that'll break this arm. Long before he ever knew he was going to be a part of this, called me and congratulated me for the success of Fast and Furious. So that kind of stuff goes a long way.
You're going down, Toretto.
I'm right here.
The thing with Dwayne is, like, you know, I watch him and there's times I'm like going, man, this guy's just larger than life. You know, like, is he real? Like, really? Like, you know, you get there and you talk with him and at times it's like, he's like perfect, you know? There's no better match, no better fit for the Hobbs role than Dwayne. He owned that stuff. When he walked on set, you're like, yeah, there's Hobbs. Yeah.
You're going down, Toretto.
Big mistake.
This just went from Mission Impossible to Mission and freaking Sanity.
Let the fun begin and let summer sequels begin in Hollywood.
Doesn't change a thing. Chances are, sooner or later, we're gonna end up behind bars or buried in a ditch somewhere. But not today.